Okay, let's take a look at this problem. This is a linear equation where we have fractions involved. So the first thing we want to do is clear the fractions out of the problem altogether. Okay, so we want the smallest number that 2, 5, 7, and 8 divide into evenly. Now, typically we call that an LCD. So the LCD has to have a factor of 2 in it. Now we go to the next denominator, so I'm just going to go to each denominator. There are no common factors between 2 and 5. So the LCD also has to have a 5 in it. Let's go to the third denominator. There are no common factors between 2, 5, and 7. So it also has to have a factor of 7 in it. And now let's go to the fourth denominator, which is 8. And notice that 2 and 8 both have a common factor of 2. So in other words, since 2 divides evenly into 8, I've already got the 2 in here as a factor, but when I divide 2 into 8, I get 4. I also need a factor of 4 in here. Okay, so this is 2 times 5 times 7 times 8. And if you multiply that out, you're going to get 280. So that's our smallest number that each denominator divides into evenly. So what we're going to do is we're going to multiply every term by 280. Every term is getting multiplied by that 280. And the whole goal here is that the denominators are going to divide into that evenly. So 2 divides into 280 140 times. 5 divides into 280 56 times. So what this does is it clears all of these denominators. Seven divides into 280 40 times. 8 divides into 280 350 times. I'm sorry, 35 times. Okay, so we have 140 times A. The whole point here, when you multiply by this LCD, this least common denominator, the point about the least common denominator is that every denominator divides into that number evenly. So this rids your problem of fractions. Alright, so now we have 56 times 2 equals 40 times 5A plus 35 times 7. So we have 140A plus 112 equals 200A plus 245. So, let's subtract 140A from both sides. And let's then subtract, well, let's just go ahead and do that. I don't want to, let's keep it kind of simple here. So 112 equals 60A plus 245. Now we're going to subtract 245 from both sides. So negative 133 equals 60A. Let's divide both sides by 60. Okay, and it turns out we can't reduce this. There aren't any factors of 133 that are also factors of 60. So there's no number we can evenly divide out of the numerator that also evenly divides into the denominator. So our A is minus 133 over 60.